Here's some big news if you use Microsoft Excel. Beginning in October of 2025, Microsoft is making a change that will block certain file types from being linked within Excel. We'll cover why this update is happening and how you can keep things connected as we sit down and sync up with Rocket IT's weekly technology update. Hello everyone, I'm Chris Swinson, Technology Insider here at Rocket IT, and welcome to Sync Up, your new home for technology news. For those who use Excel frequently, you've likely linked one workbook to another in order to pull information automatically. But beginning in October, if you try to connect a file type that's on Microsoft's block list, Excel isn't going to allow it. Specifically, Microsoft is targeting external links. In Excel, that's when one spreadsheet pulls information from a different file on your computer or network. For example, you might have a master report that grabs updated numbers from separate files monthly. Those themselves that are causing the issue. It's the types of files at the other end of those links that create problems. These are file types that Microsoft considers unsafe because hackers have used them in the past to hide malware or set up phishing attacks. Now, you heard me mention phishing attacks, and honestly, that's the most common way these links are being abused. For example, imagine you open a spreadsheet that, in the background, connects to another file, maybe an old add-in, a script, or a file format rarely used by normal businesses. Hackers love linking these types of files because it's an easy way to sneak in something dangerous, all through what looks to be a regular Excel link. Should you download and open one of those malicious files, you're likely giving cybercriminals access to your computer, your company's data, or even your entire network. Obviously, for hackers, this change by Microsoft is a big deal because they've been using these types of backdoor style links for years to get around usual protections in Excel. By blocking them by default, Microsoft is closing off one of the easiest paths hackers have used to get inside of businesses. So, what exactly is on the block list? Microsoft has a trust center setting that lists all the different types of files known to be risky. Some of the most notable are files with old Excel add-ins, files with specific macro chains, certain ActiveX controls, and uncommon window file types that link to library and search functions. If you try to connect to one of these using your Excel's external links, you'll likely either get blocked or see an error. Inspecting the error message will confirm it's because of a restricted file type. Now, if your company just so happens to rely on these types of files to share data, you can manually change that setting, but I wouldn't suggest it since doing so opens the door right back up to the same threats. The bottom line is, Microsoft is stepping up to protect businesses and users from one of the most common ways hackers spread malware and steal information. It's all about making Excel safer, even if it means adjusting how some people work with files. If you're not sure how these changes will affect your team, or if you need help updating your files or adjusting your workflow, reach out to Rocket IT using the link in this video's description. And to stay up to date on trending technology news, hit that subscribe button and the bell to catch us on next week's episode of Sync Up with Rocket IT.